Hey guys, welcome to 42. Well, there you have Tamiya's version of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force Type 10 tank. Japan's latest main battle tank. Come out about 7-8 years ago. Yeah, there it is. Just one of those kits that didn't really get all that excited about. I did when I got it, and then I started to build it. Not one of Tamiya's better efforts. Multi-piece hull, multi-piece turret, poor fit, like multiple multi-piece stuff. Like take for instance the gunner sight here. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 4 pieces, and it doesn't fit very well. The commander's sight, multiple pieces, poor fit. A lot of missed detail. Like all these grab handles on here and here and here, they're just molded like, as you can see. Well, no, I've cut them off. They're just molded as little chunks of plastic, raised chunks of plastic. No grab handles. You know, the grab handles are fairly obvious, and they kind of dropped the ball on it. It's got rubber band suspension, which is okay. Rubber band tracks. There's nothing wrong with rubber band tracks on modern armor for the most part, because you can't see the top and there's generally no sag. So there's that. But it just doesn't fit very well. I don't know. It's just one of those kits that, yeah, okay, I got her built. The turret basket I thought was going to be a nightmare, but the turret basket fit really, really well. It's finished in Tamiya colors, XF, I think. So it's finished in XF 72 and 73 Tamiya colors, specifically for this tank. I've started mixing Tamiya colors, not with XF 20, but I'm now using just plain lacquer thinner that I buy in the hardware stores, and the paint sprays on much nicer. You don't get that pebbly roughed effect. I really like using the lacquer thinners on it. The decals suck. They're super thick. They are very, very thick. They don't snuggle down well, and they don't even respond to Tamiya's own extra strong decal solution. So be wary of them. Yeah. Sorry guys, it's not a real super positive review. It's not a bad kit. There's no anything that really, you know, makes me want to hate about it, but there's a few things that I kind of like am scratching my head about. It's, you know, the lack of grab handles, the multi-piece construction of some simple stuff that could be molded in a single piece, like the commander's sight and the gunner's sight. You know, that could be one piece. The total lack of grab handles. I mean, come on, guys. There's tons of grab handles on here. You know, the fact that there's no photo etch is, you know, apparently there was supposed to have been a piece of some mesh in there, but I did buy the kit secondhand, so the mesh was gone. As were all the square plastic acetate piece that you're supposed to cut out all the sights for, all the commander sights under there. It's just a thin little piece of bloody plastic. Come on guys, like, you know, just give us some vision blocks. It doesn't have to be clear, but just mold in some bloody vision blocks so that you can put in those big open holes. Like, I don't want to be dicking around with a tiny little piece of plastic. And apparently there was supposed to be some mesh in there that, you know, I just like, you know what, I'm just going to build the damn thing. It turned out alright. I do like the weathering. I'm not sure how this lighting is working out, but I did a little bit heavier weathering. I did a lot of post shading. I had a real problem with my airbrush. I had to actually, halfway in the middle of post shading, I just couldn't get any lines out of it all, so I actually had to rip my airbrush apart and clean it all out, and then I could finally get some lines. Then I ended up, I actually did some old school dry brushing on this, lots of filters, you know, quite a bit of chips on it. I'm not sure how well they're coming out in there, but I did a lot of chips with pencils, and you know, on the top there, and all the rest of that stuff. But you know what? It's come along not too bad. You know, so it's one of those kits that, you know, I may not have had a blast building it, but the finished product looked pretty damn good. It comes with 2 figures. I'm only going to use one. And like I said, Tamiya, I think it's time, guys, that you start giving us some grab handles and some vision blocks. And the price point of this, new, I think is pushing $80 Canadian. So for $80 Canadian, I wouldn't mind see a little bit of photo etch and some vision blocks, even if they're just solid plastic vision blocks like you do on the Panther G. You know, vision blocks that are solid, and then you can just put it up there, or just mold the damn thing solid so I can paint the glass in. And work on your goddamn decals, guys. For crying out loud. This is 2017. Decals should be perfect in this day and age. Alright, that's enough. That's enough ranting and raving about something as silly as a model. But take care, guys, and appreciate the views. Later.